Angeleen, Gail, get in here. Have you ever experienced your mother calling you by your first and middle name? You knew right then and there you were in big trouble. Well, I remember at the age of 9 or 10 years old, my mother gave me the key to the food pantry so that my brother and sisters would not eat up all the food in the pantry. You see, I felt this power with this key, being the oldest sister, that I had control over who gets food and who doesn't. But you know what? That very first week with the key, I fell in. I got suckered in. We ate up the food, and I did as well. I participated. And then I had to respond to my mother's wrath, that call. Angeleen, Gail, I knew right then and there I was in big trouble. And my mother looked at me and she said, I could not trust you. I can't trust you. And right then and there, it was like a knife piercing in my heart to hear my mother say, I can't trust you. And it was right then and there I resolved at that young age that I would never lose trust with anyone, that I'll always try to do my best to be accountable, to be trustworthy, and to be responsible when I'm given responsibility. Even unto the death of my mother, she trusted me. Even though at that time it was painful, but over the years, my mother trusted me with everything, even her life, her finances. So at that point in time, I really took that to heart. Trust is everything. And with trust, you don't want to break that. And that's what I do with my clients. I let them know that they can trust me from the beginning to the end. Now, moving forward 20 years later, there was a situation at my job. I was working at the height of my career. I've been at this company for almost 17 years, and one tragic thing happened. One client, a doctor client, he called and asked me to fax over his payroll information. And so I did that quickly, and it was during a payroll period time where it was very busy. But out of my haste, I faxed it to the wrong fax number. I faxed it to his staff number instead of his personal number. So his staff saw his salary information, and he was livid. Oh my God. The wrath came down quick. My boss called me into the office, and immediately I was demoted, my hours was cut, and my pay was cut. At that time, I thought, 17 years. You know, I've never really made a mistake like that before. You know, why so harsh? But, you know, I went with it. I didn't leave, I didn't quit, because I needed the job. Even though it was half pay, half of the hours, but I needed a job. So I persevered through. And it was then that I learned that you hold your head up. You move forward, even during the times of challenges, during the time of you feel like you've been let down, feel like you've been just kind of thrown away, where your life is just going haywire when you were at your height. But persevere through, move forward. Don't let it get you down. And that's what I did. But you know what? Even during that time, I was staying there, I started seeing other accountants leaving. They were putting in their resignation. And although I got demoted and the boss was around looking and interviewing for other accountants to fill those positions, guess what? Right there sitting at that administrative desk was his answer. He came back to me and said, Angeleen, we need your help. And at that time, they brought me back on full time, restored my salary, and gave me back my block of clients. You know, that right there tells me perseverance pays off. So you never give up. Never give up. It will pay off.